It has always been believed that the death of baby Samantha Pendo in Kisumu was just a freak accident. The police came in, there was some kind of fracas, and the unfortunate small baby got hit or got injured or fell down or something like that. However, the true facts of the matter are horrifying. There is an inquest going on in Kisumu right now as I make this recording, and according to my information, a lot of the most horrifying facts are yet to be revealed. Horrifying facts about the senseless killing of a people by its own government for no apparent reason. Facts about senseless killing that seem to have no other reason but just to torture and kill for the sake of it. That's really what is emerging. Now, these are the facts about how young 6-month baby Pendo, Samantha Pendo, met her death. Baby Pendo's still grieving mother, Lansa Cheng, explained that when the police came, she could hear them in her brother-in-law's house in the next room, or in the next cubicle, because this was a slum area. Each house is just one room. And you know how they always say a woman has a sixth sense? When she heard the commotion, she appealed to her husband that she should just open the door so as to avoid dire consequences from the police. Because they're going to come in anyhow. Okay? Her husband appealed to her to remain cool. And of course that time she was holding a baby. So the cops reached her door, inevitably, and they asked them to open. And as they were hesitating on whether to open or not, they hurled a tear gas canister inside the house. What they did is they pushed the door, and there was enough space for them to hurl in a tear gas canister. Now remember, there's a 6-month baby in the house, and so the husband panicked and screamed to the police that there was a child in the house. They tried to get out, but then realized the police had bolted the door from the outside. The police finally heard their screams about there being a baby in the house, and they unbolted the door and opened it. And when they got in, they immediately started raining blows on her husband. She was not spared, but she appealed to them to leave her alone because she had the baby. But as she was getting out, one of the policemen tried to hit her, and she lifted up one of her arms, the one she was not holding the baby with, to protect herself, and the baton landed on that arm. But as she was going out, one of the other policemen actually hit baby Pendo on the head. I need to repeat that. One of the policemen who was blocking her way to get out of the house actually hit baby Pendo in the head. Now, it is a fact of life that even the most enraged animal will not attack a baby. We have heard of stories mauling human beings, mauling grown-ups, and sparing a baby. There's a natural instinct in animals to spare a young one. We have even had stories of bullfighting from Western Kenya, where a bull fights and then a baby by accident crawls near where the bullfight is going on, and the bulls continue fighting while they carefully avoid treading or stepping on the baby. But here is a human being, somebody human with human instincts and human emotions, actually clubbing a baby on the head. Now, according to the mother, Lansa Cheng, baby Pendo immediately had a very big swelling on the side of her head where she had been hit. Remember, this is a 6-month toddler, 6 months. And then she also started foaming in the mouth. Now, when the police realized that the baby had been hit, they stopped beating the husband. And they started giving advice on what should be done. They said, they should try and attend to the baby's injury. And then, because of this development, the policemen walked away. They probably went to the next house, to the next people to deal with. If you want to look at this story in another very sick way, you can say that baby Pendo gave her life to preserve her parents, if there could be any such things, because it's normally parents who protect children. But in this case, poor young 6-month-old baby Pendo protected her parents and gave her life to save the life of her parents. Oh boy. Oh boy. There are many questions that arise from this very sick incident. Were those real policemen? Were those trained policemen? Or were they just thugs? Because surely a policeman, somebody who is supposed to guard, protect life, enforce the law, would not have behaved in such a manner anywhere in the world, let alone Kenya. Even a soldier, a good soldier trained to kill, used to killing, would they surely behave in such a manner? It is easier to believe that these were some thugs, maniacs, under the influence of some drugs, very hard drugs. That is the easier theory to believe. But of course we don't know. There's no evidence. So we cannot say conclusively who those people were. Okay? Although witnesses say they were dressed in police uniform. But then, as we know, out of the very strange things that happened during the 2017 elections, we had very strange people dressed in police uniform. Even people with dreadlocks. And so with this in mind, they could have been anybody. But even then, even the most hardened criminal, even the most crazed maniac, how do you hit a small baby on the head? That will remain a very serious mystery, a very puzzling mystery. Baby Pendo, of course, as a result of this incident, went into a coma, which she never came out of. Now, it is highly unlikely that the perpetrators of this heinous crime, most heinous, cruel, unbelievable crime, will ever be brought to justice. And the reason is simple. Bringing them to justice will open a can of worms the powers that be do not want to be opened. Because in a court of law, other peripheral details will be important. Who sent them? What were they doing? Why were they breaking into people's houses? All those details will have to come out. And of course, the powers that be do not want such things to come out in the open. That is a very, very sad story of the late baby Samantha Pendo. May her young toddler soul rest in eternal peace. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.